Welcome back to A Course in Miracles Workbook for Students. We are on lesson 20, and it says, I am determined to see. Number one, we have been quite casual about our practice periods thus far. In whose opinion? That's not
Yeah.
in there. There has been virtually no attempt to direct the time for undertaking them. Minimal effort has been required, and not even active cooperation and interest have been asked. This approach has been intentional and very carefully planned. We have not lost sight of the crucial importance of the reversal of your thinking. The salvation of the world depends on it. Yet you will not see if you regard yourself as being coerced and if you give in to resentment and opposition.
Number 2, this is our first attempt to introduce structure. Do not misconstrue it as an effort to exert force or pressure. You want salvation. You want to be happy. You want peace. You do not have them now because your mind is totally undisciplined and you cannot distinguish between joy and sorrow, pleasure and pain, love and fear. You are now learning how to tell them apart, and great indeed will be your reward.
3. Your decision to see is all that vision requires. What you want is yours. Do not mistake the little effort that is asked of you for an indication that our goal is of little worth. Can the salvation of the world be a trivial purpose? And can the world be saved if you are not? God has one Son, and He is the resurrection and the life. His will is done because all power is given Him in heaven and on earth. In your determination to see is vision given you.
4. The exercises for today consist in reminding yourself throughout the day that what you want to see. I'm going to say that again because I didn't catch that. The exercises for today consist in reminding yourself throughout the day that you want to see.
Mm-hmm.
Today's idea also
Tactically.
tacitly,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not usually stumped by words, implies the recognition that you do not see now. Therefore, as you repeat the idea, you are stating that you are determined to change your present state for a better one, and one you really want.
Number 5, repeat today's idea slowly and positively at least twice an hour today, attempting to do so every half hour. Do not be distressed if you forget to do so, but make a real effort to remember. The extra repetitions should be applied to any situation, person, or event that upsets you. You can see them differently, and you will. What you desire, you will see. Such is the real law of cause and effect as it operates in the world. That's lesson 20.
Well, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So every half an hour, we are to say, I am determined to see.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Very simple.
Simple and yet not.
I know, it's deep.
I think that's why we're all so quiet. It's like
Right?
the sentence seems very easy, but yet do not mistake the little effort that is asked of you for an indication that our goal is of little worth. Can the salvation of the world be a trivial purpose? Well, that's not too heavy at all. um,
I'm going to
When
highlight.
we are feeling upset, it's because we believe our thoughts. And
about
so
what we see.
it's a great reminder to say, I am determined to see. It's like, because what I was thinking and feeling is false.
Unless it's love. But they're still probably
Yeah, but
wrong
I'm saying
anyway.
if you're upset or if there's any kind of anxiety or upset or worry, concern, any of that comes from a thought. but they come at the same time. There's no cause and effect, but usually it's a thought believing in the thoughts.
That creates the emotion. Yeah.
Making it real, making the unreal real.
Yeah.
And then that statement, I am determined to see, helps to wash that away.
Yeah.
And then it
Yeah.
says the extra repetitions should be applied to any situation, person, or event that upsets you. So you're being invited to say it more if you feel necessary.
Right, because words are upsetting if you believe they're real.
Lost your. I can't hear you guys. What happened?
Oh, sorry. If you're upset, it's because you believed in the words that were spoken.
You there?
You hear me now?
Can you hear us, Kelly?
Not sure what happened there.
I know today it's not my fault. I'm not having any unstable internet
Should I go back
comments.
out and come back in?
Sure. If you can.
Clearly, I wasn't meant to highlight that passage. I'm being punished.
We'll say, don't go out. Let's
Okay,
try
I'm going to
again.
leave and come back in.
Oh, okay. The extra, so every 30 minutes, that's a lot. I don't think I remember to do anything every 30 minutes. You might have to set a timer or something.
Yeah, because if you have a busy day, you will forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. So timer is a great idea.
Yeah.
Super great. Yeah.
Yeah. So bizarre. You do not have them. Oh, there she is.
Are you there?
Yeah, we're there
Oh,
here.
I hear you. Well, I can see you talking. That is bizarre.
That's
So you
unfortunate.
can't hear us all of a sudden now. I guess not.
Yeah,
You can't hear me?
I didn't touch a thing.
See, this to me proves that systems are crumbling.
And we can get distressed over our thoughts.
And we can make this mean something.
Yes. We can make the thoughts mean something like we're missing
There we
out.
go.
Oh, perfect.
I'm back. Wow.
You can hear us now?
Yep. I'm not sure what happened. I must have muted something, but it wasn't on the Zoom mute. It was on the computer mute.
Oh, gotcha.
I wasn't even over there. Anyway, I
I
must
was
not have
just
been meant
saying,
to hear what you were saying. You were talking about me.
I just said to Nina, that to me proves that our systems are crumbling when simple things like this is billion-dollar businesses, right?
Yeah.
And they don't work.
Yeah.
How can that be? That just
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. And how come when you restart your computer the sound is off? And I got a message the other day from Google. No, Microsoft. You
Mhm.
you need to do something for, I think it was $6 a month or something. I thought, how desperate are they that they want $6 and not like $56?
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, but if everybody does it, that's a lot of dough.
True,
Who doesn't
true.
use Google?
No, it was Microsoft, I think.
Oh,
So,
so
anyways, whatever it was,
yeah,
still.
yeah.
So what you had said is the extra repetition should be applied to any situation, person, or event that upsets you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's funny. I find my level of upset is like so
Minimal.
these days.
Yeah,
You know,
same.
I'm grateful for the journey. I'm grateful for the work I've done because
Yeah,
I think for 2 years I was really pissed off in the dark night of the soul.
yeah.
We got to go through 4 years
And
of that.
what's that? You did that before?
Well, we all did when we went through COVID. I mean, there was a lot of anger that got pulled up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. So and because I've done a lot of work,
It's
inner
been
work,
healed.
I've done a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully, you know, I really feel happy. I know it's
Mm-hmm.
not circumstance related, it just is.
Yeah, I
It just
agree with you.
is. Yeah. And I'm not affected by the outside world. There's a lot of drama going on out there, and that's for its own reason.
Yeah.
But I don't feel upset.
Mm-hmm.
Watch today be upsetting.
Get the rug pulled out from under us. Taking some.
The ego mind is quite it's quite smart in a way.
Mhm.
Very tricky.
Tricky.
Yeah.
Tricky. Yeah. Relentless.
Yes. Yes. Well, and that's the other thing too. I think for me, I've done a lot of work. I've done a lot of meditations. I've done a lot of grounding. I've done a lot of chakra releases, and I just feel grounded,
That is
grounded
what
and
you
calm.
are. That is what we are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's why I can say that is who we are. I know that's who we are because this natural state. This is the natural state. We
Yeah.
just have a lot going on and all the things that we don't know that we don't know. And we've made
Right.
meaning to all the things that we don't know. And
Yeah.
so we could just keep it real simple.
That's right. We know better than to allow us to engage with it heavily, right? It can just be around the peripheral. We can be aware of it, but it doesn't actually have to hold any kind of emotion or space within us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
What a relief.
evolved
60
we are.
years of torment. And I'm like, finally like, oh, it's all good.
Have arrived.
Yeah. Well, I'll never say that I've arrived, but
No.
maybe
We're
I
always
have.
arriving.
Yeah.
It's an ever-present experience.
Now and
Yeah.
now and now.
Yes.
Yeah. You
So
do not, okay. You want peace. And number 2, you want peace. You do not have them now because your mind is totally undisciplined. And that's what we've just been saying.
Mm-hmm.
I believe my mind is a lot more disciplined.
Mhm.
And that it's just awareness that brings up things that are out of alignment with peace and love. And because when we're undisciplined, you cannot distinguish between joy, sorrow, pleasure, pain, love, and fear.
How do you feel about that?
I think that's true. I feel that.
You don't think we can
But
tell?
my mind is disciplined. My mind is disciplined.
yeah, but we're talking about now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Like,
In an undisciplined mind.
yeah, in an undisciplined mind, we can't tell the difference. That's why there's so much arguments.
Mm.
Because people are trying to get to joy through an argument,
Mm-hmm.
where they're trying to get, like, they want to be right, and that for them that feels like it's a good thing.
Yeah.
They'd rather be right than happy.
Right. So being right, but they believe that it's happy. Right? Being right is happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah,
don't know the
right.
difference. Yeah.
Yes, we have not lost sight of the crucial importance of the reversal of your thinking. The salvation of the world depends on it. That's from number 1. The reversal of your thinking. Don't think. There's nothing to think about.
Well, the thoughts are going to come because they're automatic.
Yeah.
We're not here to stop them. We're just here to say no.
Or witness them and go, no, not today. Not this one.
Yeah, they don't mean anything. They don't mean anything. They don't mean anything.
Yeah.
And
yeah, so true.
That's being determined to see. When we do not accept the thoughts that upset us, it's because we are determined to see.
Yeah.
And if we're not determined to see, then we will accept upsetting thoughts and we will believe them and we will create more upheaval in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the determination to see, we are reversing all of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's already happening. The reward, we're receiving the reward of all of our hard work.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well,
And
and you said it before, Nina. You said we just need to witness. We need to witness the thought,
Mhm.
and then we can choose how to respond or react to it. And reaction is not out of love, and respond is like, that doesn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Course of Miracles says forgiveness. Like that's what you look upon it with, forgiveness, because that is what, like, we are love,
Yes.
and love only can forgive. It can't do
Yeah.
anything else. It just looks upon it with compassion and understanding and forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And it doesn't exist. Only love exists. Only love is real.
Thank
And we
goodness.
hold on to self. We hold on to love. We cling to love, and we remember love always. And
Yeah.
anything that upsets us, we just remind ourselves, I'm determined to see. I am determined to see that I am love, and there is nothing else but love.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to write a bunch of sticky notes and put them
I
around the
am
house.
determined to see.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. All the mirrors, if you look at the mirrors,
Yeah, exactly.
or if you're in the kitchen, everywhere on the kitchen counters and
And
cupboards.
Kelly, you may have missed this. I'm going to set a timer because I have a busy day. So every 30 minutes or every half hour, whatever,
Oh, that's a
to
great
say
idea.
I am determined to see.
Yep. And I don't have a busy day, so I have zero excuses.
Well, and I'm just going to be
Yeah,
my meditative, contemplative state all day.
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
See.
In your determination to see is vision given you.
Ooh.
The exercises for today consist in reminding yourself throughout the day that you want to see. Today's idea also tacitly implies the recognition that you do not see now. Therefore, as you repeat the idea, you are stating that you are determined to change your present state for a better one and one you really want. Yay!
The
Mm-hmm.
operative word is determination. That is
Yeah.
required.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
We have to want it really bad, more than anything else.
Yes. Yeah. The salvation of the world depends on it.
Salvation of the world depends on it.
And that's why we see the world crumbling around because it's transmuting itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's transmuting from the darkness into the light.
Yeah.
Well, when I look at my journey, you know, take that on a global scale. That's all
Yeah,
that's happening, right?
Yeah.
yes,
It's messy, it's dirty, you're crying, you're angry, you're all the things that come up. You need to feel it all, you need to go through it all. That's
yeah.
the collective right now.
Mm-hmm.
The loss of what you believed in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the loss of
Right?
the loss of all the things that made your identity up, like
Yeah.
created your identity and held it up,
Yeah.
and then it just
And
everything collapsed. Like
and
my
that's the matrix that created that. And since we're watching that collapse because people are scrambling. I don't know who I am without my job, without my partner, without my fancy house, without my fancy car, whatever. I don't know who I am.
Yeah.
yeah, and we can be so grateful for this Course of Miracles because we kind of got a head start on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were almost in. You could almost say with the what you've been talking about is that we're already in a place to be more accepting of this
Mhm.
information,
Yeah.
right? 2 years ago, I might have been like, I can't do this. This is insane, right? Now I feel
And it's,
peaceful of you, so
sorry.
it's ready to come in.
Yeah.
Well, I just finished this like a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I am completely different even still.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and
I did the lessons back in 20 or I don't know, 15 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. I was really into it about, and then, but it stays with you forever
Right.
yeah,
because of who we are.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And we just get close, just become more and more visionary. We're visionaries now.
because we are determined to see.
Yes. We have clear vision. That's
Yeah,
and life just keeps unfolding and we continue to say, I am determined to see. It's an ongoing
yeah,
process.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah,
A deep lesson to start on a Monday.
yeah. Number 3, your decision to see is all that vision requires. So it's a decision.
Yeah,
What you want is yours. It's already ours.
yeah,
Already.
yeah,
Not in the future. There's no requirements. All that's required is our decision to see.
yeah,
Very
Hmm.
simple and straightforward, isn't it?
It's
yeah.
right here, right now,
Mm-hmm.
where there's no thoughts, no ideas. It's so peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's what we mean. This is our birthright, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
It
I
really
find it
is.
amazing, the very first the lesson here in lesson 20 is that we've been quite casual about our practice methods periods thus far, and there have been virtually no attempts to direct the time for undertaking them. Minimal effort has been required, and that's totally true. I thought,
Yeah.
oh wow, a teacher just called me out for not doing my homework, right?
And that was 3 or 4 practice periods. And yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't do any of them.
yeah. And then yeah, this approach has been intentional. I'm like, wow, I'm being manipulated again. Ah, it's like, okay, lesson 20, you gotta engage now. Here we go.
But the last line in number 1 says, yet you will not see if you regard yourself as being coerced.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yep.
This has to be
I don't
our
like
stuff.
being told what to do, right? So
Mhm.
Mm.
you choose, you
Well, it
decide.
says it has been intentional and very carefully planned.
Yeah,
Because he knows the spirit knows the mind, like
Mhm.
how it works. And it's all its resistances and yeah.
yeah. Okay. So tomorrow, when we hop on, we'll see how many of these we actually did. So there's in 12 hours. Let's see if we're even up in 12 hours. Yeah, 12 hours.
We need one of
That's
those little
24
clickers in our
times.
pockets from Costco. Every
Pardon?
time you see it, you need to go click click. And then at the end of the day, you'll be like, "Oh, I said it
Oh,
47
oh yes,
times."
I have one of those clickers. I'll use it. Yeah, that's a good one.
Too funny.
I suspect I'm going to be saying it a whole lot more.
Right. No, yeah, I'm kind of feel like I'm on a mission today.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like
It's a good day to be
hold on.
seeing.
Yes, yay.
Yay.
Mm.
Wonderful. Well, we'll stop the recording there.